Hey guys, it's Car Guy 11. Porsche surprised us this week with the reveal of the new 718 Spider and Cayman GT4. And if you guys have been following the channel for a while, you know I was extremely interested in the new Cayman GT4. And it does not disappoint as far as its styling goes. It looks super aggressive, very similar to the old one. They did tweak the front end bumper fender right here a little bit, and a little bit on the rear wing there. But overall, gorgeous, gorgeous car. Love the styling. As far as everything else about the car, that's where things get a little bit disappointing. Starting with the price, it will start at $100,000 after destination this time, which is $15,000 more than the original. That wouldn't be terrible if they also increased the performance a lot more. So what we have here is a 4-liter flat six, but it is not a version of the GT3 911's engine as we thought. This is a bored out current 911 turbo engine, the 3-liter turbo that's in the 911. They stripped the turbos off, bored out the 4 liters, and stuck it in here. So it is not the high revving 9,000 RPM of that GT3. It is 8,000 RPM, and it does increase the horsepower to 414 from the previous GT4. The previous one had 385, but the torque stays the same at 309 pound-feet. So no increase in torque, which I really was hoping for going to the 4-liter that they would get. And that would help with acceleration, of course. And really, this one is no faster at 4.2 seconds. It still maintains the manual transmission only, which is fine. But the gearing is super tall in the Cayman. It's not the gearing of the 911, and that really hurts acceleration. You're mainly in second gear. You don't get to row through the gears much. So that is kind of disappointing as well. In addition, the weight actually has gone up. So we're looking at around 3,300 pounds for the new Cayman GT4, which is starting to get up there for a Cayman. Of course, it will still sound great now that it has a flat six. I wish this engine was offered in the regular Cayman. That would make the price more tolerable. Although I love the wing and the aggressive bodywork of the GT4. So, as far as me getting it, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to pass this time. I was really, really interested in this car. In fact, I've been talking to dealers for 2 years now about getting one. They're not going to be production limited this time. I thought, they would hold their value very well because they're going to be limited. Now that it's not production limited, I fear that the values won't hold as well as the previous versions, and that worries me on a car that costing this much, that the value will go down. Now, in addition, just spending that much money on a car is a little scary to me, especially since I like to track it, and I'd be afraid to drive it, honestly, on track and even on the road. Of course, I'd be scared if anything would happen on track, not being covered under insurance. This, you could see the new rear diffuser and the aero bits that do help it to corner better, but again, the acceleration is not improved over the old one. I would like the white. I kind of configured it already. I think the white looks sharp on it. This model is of course very track oriented. It's not going to have all the comfort features for on-road, and that's something that, you know, at first I didn't care about, but I took that cross-country trip in a Corvette last year, and actually I do kind of like being able to drive a sports car long distances in relative comfort. And this would be missing a lot of that. In the future here, they may be offering the PDK, which would actually increase the performance because the gear ratios are shorter in there and closely spaced. And they may be coming out with a touring model without the wing, although I really do like the wing on it. So we'll see what happens in the future. But as far as right now goes, I think there's too many other good cars for a lot less money, and that includes the Supra. Although I know some of you don't like it, I really do like that car. And of course, the C8 Corvette has yet to be revealed, which we should be seeing next month here. So tell me what you guys think in the comments below. What do you think about this car? Would you spend the money on this car? The GT3 is about $145,000 to start, and like I said, this one would be over $100,000 by the time you put some options on it. So you think it's worth it? And what do you think about this car overall? All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.